facility in Prince George's County. It also authorized anyone that has a video lottery license, those previous ones that we've awarded plus Prince George's, to also have table games or offer table games. It increased the maximum number of slots machines in the state of Maryland, and that looks like there's a typo there. It's actually 16,500. It went from 15,000 to 16,500. It created a separate commission, separate from my commission, which is called the State Lottery and Gaming Control Agency. Previously, that was just called the State Lottery Agency, and all they handled effectively were your lottery machines, kinos, things like that. They also, though, had regulatory authority over slot machines. When they came out with this law, they wanted to give an agency with more power, so this is a full gaming authority commission. They'll be making reports, making recommendations to the legislature moving forward. That's a separate commission from what we have. So there's two commissions, the Video Lottery Facilities Location Commission that I chair that actually makes an award of a license, and then also the State Lottery and Gaming Control Agency that actually will issue the license when the facility is about to open, make sure that they've complied with any conditions that we've put as far as our award. And then also they will continue to regulate them from that time forward. If there's any sort of problems, any sorts of complaints, they're the ones who address that problem. This was also a constitutional amendment because in 2008, when they passed the slots legislation, it was put on the ballot. That's actually in the state's constitution originally. There could only be 15,000 machines at 5 locations. That was now amended, and now there's 16,500 at 6 locations. And of course, as we said, that brings us to the Prince George's County. The 6th location in Prince George's County, the statute says that we are authorized to award a license to operate a maximum of 3,000 VLTs at a location in Prince George's County. Now it says 3,000, but as I indicated to you earlier, we have the authority and the discretion, if it warrants, and if there's a market analysis to warrant it, to approve up to 4,750 if someone requests that many. The location has to be, and I know there's a lot of confusion about the location because I think from the campaign that everybody saw regarding the this constitutional amendment, but it did not specify specific locations. The law says that these locations can be located within 4-mile radius of the intersection of Bach Road to St. Barnabas Road. So any land within that 4-mile radius was eligible for somebody if they own the land or if they could gain control of the land and wanted to submit a proposal, that they could submit a proposal to do so. There's always a lot of misinformation, a lot of confusion about that. We had the exact same problem in Anne Arundel County. When Anne Arundel County was introduced, everybody assumed that slots were going to go at Laurel Racetrack in Anne Arundel County. A proposal came in for Arundel Mills, next to Arundel Mills Mall, and that was the location, and that fit within the parameters of the law. So that's consistent with the law, very consistent with what we've done. Also, though, the commission may not permit the operation of the facility in Prince George's County before July 1st, 2016, or 30 months after the facility in Baltimore City is open to the public, whichever is earlier. I told you just a little while ago that Baltimore City is probably going to open in the fall of next year, 2014. So I think it's fair to say that it's going to be the earlier of those 2 dates. So the earliest a facility can open here in Prince George's County is July 1st, 2016. So that would be the earliest target date anything could open. We're in the process, the selection process now. And the process, as I said, is a procurement type of a process. We don't have to follow strict procurement laws, but the statute says we should follow procurement laws to the extent as practicable. So we have a little bit of discretion as to what we do. However, a lot of it does talk about confidentiality, about proprietary information, confidential financial information, things of that nature. We put out a request for proposal on February 6, 2013. Basically sent out a message to anybody in the country, or arguably internationally, but mostly in the country, that if you wanted to submit a proposal for Prince George's County within that geographic location I described to you earlier, here is what you have to submit for us to consider. It's a very extensive document. It's about 60 pages. If you're interested in looking at the request for proposal, it's on the Lottery and Gaming Agency's website. When you go to the front page of to the home page of the Lottery and Gaming Agency website, in the top right-hand side, you'll see Video Lottery Facility Location Commission. Push that, and that'll take you to our website directly. Has a list there of all the various matters that we've dealt with, including requests for proposals, decisions, questions and answers that we received from people, companies who showed up at a pre-bid conference to ask questions. So you'll see all that information. That's all, it's all public information. The responses to that RFP were due on May the 10th. So 2 months ago is when the deadline was to receive those responses. And our commission met last month for the first time since those responses came in to discuss the process, discuss the timetable, and figure out exactly how we're going to move forward. It's my goal, and there's some conditions that go into play which I'll talk about, it's my intention that we will make a decision regarding the Prince George's site by the end of this calendar year. Most likely December, but by the end of this calendar year. We received 3 proposals when we opened up, when the doors closed that day on May the 10th. We received 3 proposals. One proposal was from MGM National Harbor, which is the National Harbor location. They requested 3,600 video lottery terminals or slot machines. Those could be the regular ones or electronic table games. And they also requested 140 table games, tables for table games. They paid an initial licensing fee, paid it to the state of Maryland, of $21,600,000. We received a second proposal from Maryland Casino, which is Parks Casino Hotel and Spa. They have a number of casinos across the country, including one in Philadelphia and in Pennsylvania. They asked for, at the intersection of Indian Head Highway and Old Fort Road, 4,750 machines, 170 tables. They submitted a license fee, again, $3 million for every 500 machines, $28,500,000. Then the third facility is Prince George's Racing Venture. That's the proposed operator, which is Hollywood Casino Resort at Rosecroft Raceway, basically the Penn National entity. They said that the location would be at Rosecroft Raceway. They, in their proposal, only is for 500 BLTs, 500 slot machines, 140 tables. They paid a license fee of $3 million, which is equal to the 500 machines that were requested. So as we sit here today, those are the 3 proposals, and they're the only 3 proposals that we have before us, and we will not accept additional proposals.